This article is about the Mongol general. For the Armenian town, see Samaghar. Also Cemakar was a Mongol general of the Ilkhan ruler Abaqa Khan, mentioned as leading a Mongol invasion force in 1271, in attempted coordination with the Ninth Crusade. Background: little is known about Samaghar, but he is mentioned in the context of attempted operations between the Mongols and the Crusaders. In 1269, the English Prince Edward had led a small force to the Holy Land as part of the Ninth Crusade. When he arrived in Acre on May 9, 1271, the situation in the Holy Land was particularly critical, as the Mamluk leader Baybars was besieging the Frankish noble Boumediene in the city of Tripoli. Samaghar's campaign. As soon as Edward arrived in Acre, he immediately sent an embassy to the Mongol ruler Abaqa Khan, leader of the southwestern Ilkhanate. Edward's plan was to use the help of the Mongols to attack Baybars. Abaqa answered positively to Edward's request in a letter dated September 4, 1271, after talking over the matter. "We have on our account resolved to send to your aid Cemakar at the head of a mighty force. Thus, when you discuss among yourselves the other plans involving the aforementioned Cemakar, be sure to make explicit arrangements as to the exact month and day on which he will engage the enemy." Quote, in mid-October 1271, the Mongol troops under Samaghar arrived in Syria and ravaged the land from Aleppo southward. Abaqa, occupied by other conflicts in Turkestan, had only sent a minimal force of 10,000 Mongol horsemen under Samaghar from the occupation army in Seljuk Anatolia, plus auxiliary Seljukid troops. However, the Mongol advance triggered an exodus of Muslim populations as far south as Cairo. The Mongols defeated the Turkoman troops that protected Aleppo, putting to flight the Mamluk garrison in that city, and continued their advance to Marat and Numan and Apamea. The Mongols stayed only briefly, and never combined forces with Edward. When Baybars mounted a counter-offensive from Egypt on November 12, 1271, the Mongols under Samaghar had already retreated beyond the Euphrates, unable to face the full Mamluk army. Edward returned to England in September 1272. Samaghar later expressed his willingness to the Mamluk Sultan Kaloyan that he could help him to negotiate terms with Abaqa. According to Marco Polo, Samaghar was one of Mongol nobles who assisted Arghun in helping him escape from the captivity of Ahmed Tekuta. Kaloyan persuaded him and others to help Arghun. Tekuta was defeated by Arghun's army, and he was eventually executed on August 10, 1284.